I'm Dr. Meenakshi Maur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Samyaji Government College, Mandafia, Chittorgarh. Today I'm going to explain gene expression lack operon. Gene regulation can be defined as any kind of alteration in the gene which give rise to different expression which might result in a change in the synthesized amino acid sequence. Actually, it is the formation of polypeptide chain encoded by particular gene. Hence, we can also say that the expression of gene can be quantified in terms of amount of protein synthesized by the gene. Gene regulation can take place at various steps of gene expression, and it includes transcriptional level, processing level, that is a regulation of splicing, then transport of mRNA from nucleus to the cytoplasm, and at translational level. Transcriptional level means during transcription, any error in a polymerization may again lead to a change in expression of gene. And then translational level means during translation, if there is error in attachment of mRNA to tRNA molecules, then there may rise some changes or change in expression of gene. The regulation of expression of gene can be explained with the example of an enzyme like peroxidase in bacteria. This enzyme catalyzes hydrolysis of hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen. But if the bacteria move to another environment where they fail to manufacture hydrogen peroxide, the enzyme no longer plays a role, and in that situation the bacteria will not be able to synthesize the enzyme anymore. So we can say that the environmental, metabolic and physiological condition regulates the expression of gene. Now, gene regulation in prokaryotes. Gene regulation in prokaryotes is most extensively observed at the initiation of transcription. The gene expression during transcription initiation is affected by regulation. The regulation usually takes place in the expression of RNA polymerase at the promoter site, and it affects the accessory protein that bind to the recognition sites. And this accessory protein can regulate the promoter site, but it in two ways. It may be by activators, that is a positive regulation, or it may be by repressor, that is negative regulation. Then I will explain operon. Operon, it is like a polycistronic genes of a prokaryotes along with their regulatory genes. It is actually a unit of expression and regulation. Or we can say operon is a group of closely related gene in the chromosome that can be controlled, that is activated or inactivated in a coordinated way. In operon, I will explain today lac operon. Lac operon is an operon or a group of genes with a single promoter that encodes genes for the transport and metabolism of lactose in E. coli and other bacteria. Lac operon concept. Lac operon concept in gene regulation in prokaryotes. We can explain gene regulation with the help of lac operon model. In lac operon, lac refers to lactose. This concept was first observed by Jacob and Monod. So here you can see this is lac operon. Here this promoter for regulatory gene means lac-I. This is a regulatory gene and this is a promoter for regulatory gene. Now these are structural gene lac-Z, lac-Y and lac-A. Here it is a operator. Operator is situated right next to the promoter. This is a promoter. Promoter is the place where regulator binds to control its entire functioning. How it does occur, I'll explain later. So, main four genes: leg I, leg Z, leg Y, and leg A. Leg I codes for repressor protein. Leg Z, it codes for beta galactosidase that catalyzes the hydrolysis of lactose into glucose and galactose. Then leg Y, it codes for permease, which regulates the lactose permeability in the cell. Then leg A, it codes for trans-acetylase that assists the enzyme beta galactosidase. So all these genes help in lactose metabolism. In leg operon, lactose acts as inducer. How it acts as an inducer? I'll explain this slide. Lactose is the substrate for enzyme beta galactosidase, and it regulates switching on and switching off the operon. So first I'll explain what will happen if the inducer is absent. So here you can see there is a no inducer, that is no lactose. The repressor of the operon is synthesized from leg I gene. See, leg I gene is a regulatory gene. It forms mRNA by transcription, and by translation it forms protein. It is active repressor because it is not binded with any other molecule, and it becomes active repressor. This repressor protein binds to the operator region of the operon, and it prevents RNA polymerase from transcribing the operon. Now, second situation, if lactose is present, that is, if inducer is present. So here you can see this is a regulatory gene, leg I. It forms mRNA by transcription, and by translation it forms protein, that is a repressor protein. Here lactose is present in form of allolactose, and it get binds with the repressor protein, and this form inactive repressor. This inactive repressor is not able to bind with operator here. So RNA polymerase assists to the promoter and transcription proceed. Here leg Z gene forms beta galactosidase, leg Y gene forms permeases, and leg A forms trans-acetylase by transcription and translation. So gene expression occurs. Regulation of leg operon by repressor is referred to as a negative regulation. So leg repressor is example of negative regulation. Now I will also explain positive regulation in leg operon. In this, formation of CAP, that is catabolite activator protein, and CAMP complex is controlled by level of glucose within the cell. High level of transcription of leg operon requires the presence of a specific activator protein, which is called CAP, that is catabolite activator protein, and it is also called CAMP, that is CMP repressor protein, that is CRP. In this, if glucose is present, then E. coli does not need to use lactose because as a carbon source. So leg operon does not need to be active. If glucose is present, then it inhibits adenylate cyclase. That is that enzyme which synthesizes CAMP from ATP. So in presence of glucose, the intracellular level of CAMP falls. So CRP cannot bind to the leg promoter, and leg operon is only weakly active even in presence of lactose. Now What happens if glucose is absent? If glucose is absent, then adenine cyclase is not inhibited. The level of intercellular CMP rises and binds to the CRP. Here you can see binding occurs between CMP and CRP. When glucose is absent but lactose is present, CRP CMP complex stimulates transcription of lac-operon and allow the lactose to be used as an alternative carbon sources, and it increases RNA polymerase activity. So CMP CAP complex binding leads to enhanced RNA polymerase binding and activation of gene expression from the lac-operon. Therefore, lac-operon is positively regulated by absence of glucose catabolites. In absence of lactose, the lac repressor ensures that the lac-operon remains inactive. These combined controls ensure that the LAC-Z, LAC-Y and LAC-A genes are transcribed strongly only if glucose is absent and lactose is present. In this diagram you can see, if glucose is present, there is a absence of CMP, and CAP doesn't bind the promoter and transcription occurs at a very low rate. But in absence of glucose, there is a CAMP, and CAP binds the promoter and increases polymerase activity. So this is about positive regulation in lac-operon. So we can conclude that lactose to be present and glucose to be absent for transcription to occur in lac-operon. Lac-operon is a good example of negative control, that is a negative regulation of gene expression. In that, bound repressor prevents transcription of the structural gene. Positive control or regulation of gene expression is when the regulatory protein binds to DNA and it causes the rate of transcription increased. In this case, the regulatory protein is an activator. The CAP, CRP involved in regulating the lac-operon is a good example of an activator. And thus, the lac-operon is subject to both negative and positive control. So, we can infer that lactose be present, glucose to be absent for transcription to occur in lac-operon. So, today I explained how gene expression is regulated, then what is operon, then what is lac-operon, then what is lac-operon concept, in which there is a promoter for this LAC-I gene, this is promoter for these structural gene, and near promoter there is operator. Then LAC-Z, it is a structural gene for beta galactosidase. LAC-Y gene for this, it is a structural gene for beta galactoside permease, and LAC-A structural gene for beta galactoside transacetylase, and all these genes help in lactose metabolism. Lactose acts as a inducer. So in this diagram I showed that lactose is absent, which is responsible for formation of active repressor, and it binds to the operator, and there is a no RNA formation. Or in this diagram I showed that there is a presence of lactose which acts as an inducer, and it binds to the repressor. When it binds to the repressor protein, it becomes inactive repressor and it doesn't bind to the operator, and because of this RNA polymerase access to the promoter, and transcription occurs, and it leads to the formation of 3 enzymes, that is a beta galactoside, permease and transacetylase. Then I showed positive regulation. In this I showed that if glucose is present, then transcription occurs at a low rate. When glucose is absent, then the CAP binds with the CMP and it increases the RNA polymerase activity. Then I give conclusion. So it's all about lac operon. Thank you.